Good evening. The Scottish Labour leader Kezia Dugdale has promised to work tirelessly in support of the Union if there's a second independence referendum. She was speaking at her party conference in Perth, where there's been a row about comments made by the London Mayor about independence supporters. Our political correspondent Nick Eardley is at the conference.
London's mayor arrives in Perth this afternoon. Sadiq Khan attracted controversy for saying dividing Scotland and England was similar to dividing along lines of race or religion. Is it racist to support Scottish independence?
I can't wait for this.
Nicola Sturgeon said that was an insult to independence voters. Is it racist? Not going to tell us? He did a little later, but this time with a caveat.
Now, of course, I'm not saying that nationalists are somehow racist or bigoted, but now more than ever, what we don't need is more division and separation.
He was here supporting the Scottish Labour leader as she makes her case for a constitutional compromise. More power devolved, but a firm no to independence.
Some people still say that we should back independence, not because it's right, but because they think it's popular. Well, let me say this to them. The Labour Party I lead will never betray its values so easily. It will never turn its back on the idea that together we are stronger.
She also called for more money for child benefit, paid for from the Scottish Government's budget. But with the independence question back at the centre of political debate.
Conference, the Labour Party I lead will never support independence.
Kezia Dugdale thinks the Labour Party has been squeezed out in the constitutional debate, and she hopes she has an answer. Opposition to independence, but support for a federal model. Now she's got to persuade the voters. Nick Eardley reporting Scotland in Perth.
An investigation is underway after the body of a man was discovered in the Dunnock Park area of Perth. Police are treating the death as unexplained. Now, rugby, and Scotland have beaten Wales for the first time in 10 years in the Six Nations at Murrayfield today. The 29 points to 13 victory moves the Scots to top of the table, momentarily at least. Alistair Lamont reports.
The smiles on the faces of the Scotland fans streaming away from Murrayfield tell the story. Having beaten Ireland here at the start of February and taken a bonus point in the defeat by France, Scotland knew a win today would keep them in the championship race. The absence of the injured skipper Greg Laidlaw meant Finn Russell assumed kicking duties. He gave Scotland an early advantage, these the first of 9 from the fly half's boot in the opening period. But Wales made the most telling score of the first half. Some quick thinking, quick passing and quick feet, bringing a try for Liam Williams. But the home fans didn't have long to wait to see Scotland regain the upper hand. Another swashbuckling move ended with Tommy Seymour crossing the line. The Scots rode their luck at times in the face of heavy Welsh pressure, but another moment of genius from Stuart Hogg gifted Tim Visser the chance to score. So it's another hard-earned victory for Scotland. Next up it's England at Twickenham. Alistair Lamont reporting Scotland, Murrayfield.
Football, and in the Premiership, bottom of the table Hamilton were beaten by league leaders Celtic. More pressure for managers Mark McGee and Ian Cathro. A hefty defeat for Motherwell against Dundee, and Cathro's Hearts going down to Partick Thistle. In last night's match, Rangers were beaten by Inverness. Well, it's over to Judith now with a weather outlook for tonight and tomorrow. Judith.
Thank you very much, Bruno. Well, the forecast certainly worked out well for the boys at the rugby. Well done, Scotland. Some of us enjoying the rain this weather. Watch us picture this big fella here enjoying the wet weather earlier. But this evening, it's a largely dry outlook with some clear skies across the northeast, cold enough for a wee touch of frost. Showers will continue to pull into the west, becoming more frequent overnight and across the northwest. Then we see a band of rain with a strengthening wind arriving along the west coast by morning. Temperatures typically around about 5 Celsius. Now into tomorrow, we do have this weather front approaching, bringing outbreaks of rain and windy conditions, but it's this second one which will bring heavier rain across the country later in the day. So a cloudy start to the day, outbreaks of rain for many, always lighter in the east. The best chance of drier, brighter weather will be across the northeast in towards the North Highlands as well. Then the next band of heavy rain spreads in, accompanied by strengthening winds. Highs tomorrow of around about 9 Celsius. That's your forecast.
And that's Reporting Scotland. Our next update is tomorrow at 10 to 6 at night. Till then, from all of us, enjoy your evening.